Did you know that some simple slip-ups could turn your eggs into a health hazard? Eggs are celebrated as a powerhouse of top-notch protein, brimming with vital vitamins and nutrients like vitamin D, choline, selenium, and omega-3 fatty acids, which support everything from muscle repair to brain function. But here's the kicker: if you're not handling them right, they can become harmful in ways you'd never suspect. Whether eggs are your body's best friend or a sneaky foe depends entirely on how you store, prep, and cook them. Think about it: eggs have been a dietary staple for centuries, praised in cultures worldwide for their versatility and nutritional punch. Yet, modern habits like rushing through meals or ignoring storage basics can flip their benefits on their head. In this video, we're diving deep into 5 surprising mistakes that can make eggs more harmful than helpful. Some of these will shock you, especially if you've been cooking eggs the same way forever without a second thought. We'll explore the science behind each error, share real-life stories to make it relatable, and give you practical, easy-to-implement fixes. Stick with us till the end, because this isn't just about dodging errors, it's about making easy tweaks that can supercharge your health, boost your energy levels, and even enhance your overall well-being. We'll unpack exactly what goes wrong when eggs are mishandled, why it matters more as we age, and share simple fixes to keep them a safe, nutrient-packed part of your diet. If you want to ensure your eggs remain a health-boosting superstar instead of a hidden danger, you won't want to miss this. Let's jump in and empower you with the knowledge to enjoy eggs guilt-free. Number 1. Overcooking eggs. One of the biggest blunders people make is cranking up the heat too high when cooking eggs. Eggs are loaded with protein, healthy fats, and essential vitamins, but blasting them with excessive heat can trigger harmful changes in their makeup. Let's break this down. When you overcook eggs, whether you're frying them until they're crispy and brown around the edges, boiling them until the yolk turns that unappetizing grayish-green hue, or scrambling them furiously on high heat, they undergo a process called oxidation. This isn't just a fancy term. Oxidation happens when the fats and cholesterol in the egg react with oxygen at high temperatures, forming compounds like oxidized cholesterol and lipid peroxides. These harmful substances have been extensively studied and linked to increased inflammation throughout the body, a higher risk of heart disease, and even potential contributions to conditions like atherosclerosis, where arteries harden and narrow. Research from institutions like the American Heart Association highlights how oxidized cholesterol can promote plaque buildup in blood vessels, making this a real concern for long-term cardiovascular health. Ever smelled that strong, sulfuric whiff after boiling eggs too long? That's a red flag they're overcooked. The sulfur in the egg whites reacts with the iron in the yolk, forming iron sulfide, a harmless compound in small amounts, but a clear sign that precious nutrients are taking a hit. While it's not outright toxic, it indicates denaturation of proteins and degradation of heat-sensitive vitamins. Over time, eating overcooked eggs regularly could spell trouble, especially for seniors who are more prone to inflammation-related issues. As we age, our bodies produce more free radicals naturally, and adding oxidized compounds from food can exacerbate problems like joint pain, fatigue, and weakened immunity. Studies published in journals like the Journal of Nutrition emphasize that chronic low-grade inflammation is a key driver of age-related diseases, so minimizing it through better cooking habits is crucial. Take Robert, for instance. At 76, he loved his daily eggs fried to a crispy edge, thinking it boosted the flavor and made breakfast more exciting. He'd been doing this routine for decades, pairing it with toast and coffee, convinced it was a healthy start to his day. But gradually, he started feeling persistent digestive discomfort, bloating after meals, occasional heartburn that disrupted his afternoons, and a general sense of sluggishness. It wasn't until he stumbled upon an article about the dangers of oxidized cholesterol that the pieces clicked. Motivated to change, he switched to gentler cooking methods, like soft scrambling over low heat with a touch of herbs for flavor. Within weeks, he felt lighter, less bloated, and had more pep in his step. His story isn't unique. Many people report similar improvements when they dial back the heat, allowing their bodies to absorb nutrients without the added inflammatory burden. Overcooking also zaps key nutrients like vitamin B12, folate, and antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which are crucial for brain and eye health. Lutein, for example, acts as a natural filter for harmful blue light, protecting against age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in older adults. Folate supports DNA repair and red blood cell formation, while vitamin B12 is vital for nerve function and preventing anemia. Exposing eggs to prolonged high heat can reduce these by up to 50%, according to nutritional analyses, meaning you may not be getting the full benefits of the eggs you're eating. If eggs are a staple in your diet, perhaps in omelets, salads, or baked goods, cooking them right is as vital as eating them in the first place. Imagine missing out on these perks just because of a hurried cooking session. The good news? You don't have to ditch eggs to avoid these risks. Just cook smarter. Use lower temperatures, think light boiling for 6 to 8 minutes to keep yolks creamy, poaching in simmering water for a delicate texture, or soft scrambling with constant stirring to prevent hot spots. If you're frying, keep the heat gentle, perhaps on medium-low, and avoid overbrowning by flipping earlier. Add healthy fats like a dash of olive oil or butter to enhance absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. These small tweaks can ensure your eggs stay a healthy delight without sneaky health risks. Plus, they often taste better, more tender and flavorful, turning a mundane meal into something you look forward to. Start experimenting today, and you'll notice the difference in how you feel. Number 2, eating raw or undercooked eggs. Lots of folks swear by raw or runny eggs for maximum nutrition, drawn to trends like protein shakes or traditional recipes that promise unadulterated benefits. But what they don't realize is the serious gamble they're taking. While eggs are packed with protein, vitamins, and minerals, eating them raw or undercooked can expose you to nasty bacteria like Salmonella, which can lead to brutal food poisoning. Salmonella enteritidis, the most common strain in eggs, thrives in the nutrient-rich environment of uncooked yolks and whites. This is a big deal for seniors, whose immune systems aren't as robust due to natural aging processes like reduced T-cell function, making infections harder to fight off. What might be a minor bug for a younger person, perhaps a day of discomfort, could turn into a major health scare for an older adult, including hospitalization for dehydration or secondary complications like kidney strain. If you've ever slurped down raw egg smoothies, whipped up homemade mayo with uncooked yolks, or enjoyed sunny-side-up eggs with runny centers, you might have rolled the dice without knowing it. Salmonella is rare, affecting about 1 in 20,000 eggs according to USDA estimates, but it's no joke. Symptoms like fever, stomach cramps, diarrhea, vomiting, and dehydration can hit hard, lasting up to a week and sometimes requiring antibiotics or 4 fluids for seniors. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, reports thousands of cases annually linked to undercooked eggs, underscoring why caution is key. Consider Margaret, a 68-year-old who swore by her morning raw egg smoothie, blending it with fruits and greens, thinking it was the ultimate nutrient hack for vitality. She'd read online about bodybuilders and athletes doing the same, convinced it maximized protein bioavailability. But one day, she was hit with intense stomach pain, relentless nausea, and chills that lingered for days, forcing her to cancel plans and rest. A doctor's visit revealed salmonella poisoning from those eggs she trusted implicitly. Shaken but wiser, she switched to fully cooked eggs, perhaps baked into muffins or hard-boiled, and she never had another issue. Remarkably, she still got all the nutrients, without the risk. Her experience highlights how even seemingly healthy habits can backfire if they ignore microbial realities. Another issue with raw eggs is avidin, a protein in egg whites that binds to biotin, a B vitamin crucial for metabolism, nerve function, healthy skin, hair, and even mood regulation. Raw eggs block biotin absorption, which could lead to deficiencies over time, manifesting as brittle hair, skin rashes, or neurological symptoms like depression. Cooking deactivates avidin through heat denaturation, letting your body soak up all the good stuff efficiently. Some folks think organic or free-range eggs are always safe, citing better farming practices, but any egg can carry bacteria if contaminated during laying or handling. The fix? Cook eggs fully, scrambled until fluffy, boiled for 10 minutes to firmness, or poached until the whites set. If you love runny yolks for dishes like Eggs Benedict, pasteurized eggs, heat treated to kill bacteria without cooking, can lower the risk, but fully cooking them is the safest bet for peace of mind. If you're finding these tips eye-opening, drop number 2 in the comments to let me know you're with us. Share your own experiences. Have you ever tried raw eggs? And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our videos packed with practical health advice. Your support fuels our mission to keep you informed and inspired. Let's keep going and tackle the next mistake. Number 3, storing cooked eggs improperly. Many people don't give a second thought to how they store cooked eggs, but bad storage habits can turn a wholesome meal into a bacterial playground. Leaving eggs at room temperature too long or storing them carelessly can make them unsafe to eat. Bacteria thrive in warm conditions, and once eggs hit the danger zone of 40 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 to 60 degrees Celsius, harmful pathogens can multiply exponentially. In fact, they can double every 20 minutes under ideal conditions. This is especially risky for seniors, as foodborne illnesses hit older adults harder due to slower gastric motility, reduced stomach acid, and compromised immune responses, potentially leading to severe dehydration or systemic infections. If you've ever left scrambled eggs on the counter for a couple of hours during a busy morning and eaten them anyway, you might have dodged a bullet, or not. The longer cooked eggs sit out, the higher the chance of bacteria like Salmonella, Listeria monocytogenes, or Escherichia coli, taking hold. Listeria, in particular, can grow even in refrigerated conditions if not stored airtight, and it's linked to serious issues like meningitis in vulnerable populations. Refrigerating cooked eggs slows bacterial growth, but they need to be stored right, in airtight containers to prevent moisture loss and odor absorption, and eaten within a few days to maintain safety. Hard-boiled eggs last about a week in the fridge, thanks to their protective shells, while scrambled or fried eggs are best within 3 to 4 days to avoid texture degradation and flavor off notes. Take George, a 72-year-old retiree who used to whip up a big batch of scrambled eggs weekly to save time on his bustling schedule of gardening and grandkid visits. He'd store them in a loosely covered container, grabbing a portion each morning and reheating quickly. But after repeated stomach issues, mild nausea, bloating, and occasional diarrhea that he chalked up to old age, he realized his storage was to blame. A quick chat with his doctor pointed to potential bacterial growth. Switching to airtight containers, labeling with dates, and making smaller batches fixed his digestive woes for good. Now, he enjoys his eggs without worry, feeling more energized for his daily activities. Another risk is cross-contamination. If cooked eggs sit near raw meat, unwashed veggies, or even dairy in the fridge, they can pick up harmful bacteria through shared air or drips. Many assume cooked eggs are safe indefinitely because they've been heated, but once cooled, they're just as vulnerable as other perishable foods, absorbing odors and microbes easily. Reheating eggs wrong is another sneaky mistake. Microwaving leftovers can make them rubbery or smelly due to uneven heating, which also destroys remaining nutrients like water-soluble vitamins. Instead, gently reheat on the stove with a splash of water, milk, or broth to keep them moist and restore creaminess. If you must use a microwave, heat in short 15 to 20-second bursts, stirring to maintain even temperature and better texture. To keep eggs safe and delicious, store them properly, cool them quickly after cooking, within 2 hours, refrigerate promptly at below 40 degrees Fahrenheit and eat them within a safe time frame. Use clear containers to monitor freshness, and always sniff or inspect before eating. These simple habits can prevent tummy troubles, reduce food waste, and keep you feeling great. After all, proper storage isn't just about safety, it preserves taste and nutrition too. Number 4, using damaged or expired eggs. One of the easiest ways to turn eggs into a health risk is using cracked, expired, or poorly stored ones. Even if eggs look okay on the surface, a tiny crack or being past their prime can harbor dangerous bacteria like Salmonella, which can penetrate the shell and multiply inside. This is critical for seniors, whose immune systems are less equipped to handle infections due to factors like medication side effects or chronic conditions, potentially turning a mild case into something severe like sepsis. Many rely on the carton's expiration date, typically 4 to 5 weeks from packing, but eggs can spoil early or last longer depending on storage temperature and humidity. Fluctuations can cause condensation, creating a moist environment for bacteria. A quick water test is your best friend. Place an egg in cold water. If it sinks and lies flat on its side, it's fresh and full of airtight quality. If it stands upright on the bottom, use it soon as the air cell has grown. If it floats like a bobber, toss it immediately. It's likely spoiled with gas buildup from decomposition. Take Evelyn, a 74-year-old avid baker who was meticulous about her diet, incorporating eggs into pies and casseroles, but never checked her eggs beyond a glance. One morning, she cracked an egg with a weird, off-putting smell, sour and metallic, but brushed it off, assuming it was just farm-fresh variation, and cooked it anyway into her omelet. Hours later, intense nausea, stomach cramps, and vomiting sent her to the doctor, who diagnosed food poisoning from a bad egg contaminated with bacteria. After recovering, she adopted the water test religiously, along with visual inspections for cracks or dirt. She never had another issue, and her baking sessions became even more enjoyable without the fear. Storage matters too. Eggs stored at the wrong temperature, whether at the store during hot summer transit or in your fridge's door, where temps swing with openings, can develop condensation, creating a bacteria-friendly environment. Always store eggs in the coldest part of your fridge, around 35 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit, in their original carton to protect from odors and breakage. Cracked eggs are a hidden danger, as even tiny hairline fractures, often from rough handling, can let bacteria in through the porous shell. If you spot a crack, unusual odor, like ammonia, or discoloration, cloudy whites or pinkish yolks, ditch the egg promptly. For bulk buyers, consider freezing extra eggs, beaten and in ice cube trays, for up to a year, but thaw safely in the fridge. These small checks, water test, date monitoring, proper fridge placement, can keep your eggs safe, reduce waste, and ensure you're getting fresh, nutrient-dense food. It's empowering to know that a 30-second habit can safeguard your health. If these insights are hitting home, comment number 4 below to show you're still with us. Share if you've tried the water test. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button and turn on the bell to stay in the loop. Your support keeps us creating content to inform and inspire you. Let's move on to the final mistake. Number 5, combining eggs with unhealthy cooking oils. One of the sneakiest mistakes is cooking eggs in the wrong oils. Eggs are a nutritional goldmine with complete proteins and heart-healthy fats, but the oil you choose can turn a healthy meal into one that fuels inflammation and long-term health risks. Many don't realize that highly processed vegetable oils, like soybean, corn, sunflower, or canola, break down at high heat due to their high polyunsaturated fat content, creating harmful compounds like trans fats, aldehydes, and oxidized lipids. These are linked to inflammation, heart disease via elevated LDL cholesterol oxidation, and even cognitive decline, as they can cross the blood-brain barrier and promote neuroinflammation. Seniors, with higher baseline inflammation from aging, should be extra cautious, as chronic exposure is tied to arthritis flare-ups, cardiovascular events, and dementia risk factors per studies in The Lancet. Take Frank, a 78-year-old golf enthusiast who fried his eggs in vegetable oil for years, slathering it on his pan for that non-stick ease, thinking all oils were the same neutral base. He never connected it to his post-meal sluggishness or occasional joint aches. After learning about processed seed oils from a health podcast, he made the switch to healthier options like grass-fed butter and extra virgin olive oil, rich in anti-inflammatory oleic acid. Within weeks, he felt less sluggish, his digestion improved with smoother bowel movements, and he had more energy for his tea times. That small shift in preparation amplified his overall vitality. Another issue is the smoke point, the temperature where oils break down and release acrid smoke along with free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells, accelerate aging, and contribute to oxidative stress. Many vegetable oils have low smoke points, around 350 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, making them unstable for frying eggs at typical 375 degrees Fahrenheit pan temps. Instead, opt for stable, nutrient-rich oils like butter, smoke point 350 degrees Fahrenheit but flavorful, ghee, clarified butter, 485 degrees Fahrenheit for high heat stability, coconut oil, rich in medium-chain triglycerides for quick energy, or extra virgin olive oil, 410 degrees Fahrenheit, packed with polyphenol for antioxidant power. These enhance flavor, imagine eggs with a nutty ghee aroma, and support brain and heart health by providing monounsaturated fats that lower bad cholesterol. Avocado oil shines with a 520 degrees Fahrenheit smoke point and neutral taste, ideal for high heat scrambling. The takeaway? It's not just about the eggs, it's how you cook them. Swapping oils can transform your eggs from a potential health risk to a true superfood, reducing inflammation markers by up to 20% in some dietary studies. Experiment with herbs or spices in these oils for added zest, and watch your meals become healthier and tastier. Final thoughts. Now that we've uncovered these 5 mistakes in depth, take a moment to reflect on how you handle eggs, from shopping to serving. They're one of nature's most nutritious foods, offering affordable, versatile nutrition that can fit any diet, but small missteps in cooking, storing, or choosing them can make the difference between boosting your health and inviting risks. The good news? Fixing these is a breeze and can lead to noticeable improvements in energy, digestion, and longevity. Try lower heat to preserve nutrients and avoid oxidation, perhaps timing your boils for perfect soft yolks. Switch to fully cooked eggs to dodge foodborne illness, using pasteurized options for variety. Store them properly in the fridge with airtight seals to keep bacteria at bay and maintain freshness. Use the water test and crack checks to ensure freshness, turning it into a fun kitchen ritual. Finally, choose healthy oils like olive or ghee to maximize benefits and minimize inflammation, elevating your meals nutritionally and flavor-wise. Your body thrives on smart food choices, and these tweaks can boost your energy, support immune function, improve digestion, and contribute to long-term health without drastic changes. It's not about giving up eggs, it's about enjoying them the right way, perhaps in new recipes like herb-infused scrambles or baked egg cups. Remember, small habits compound over time for big results. Thanks for joining us today and investing in your health knowledge. Drop a comment below with one thing you learned and how you'll apply it. Maybe, I'll try the water test tomorrow. Your thoughts inspire us and build our community. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and share to support more content that informs, empowers, and motivates you. We can't wait to see you in the next video. Stay healthy and excited.